Okay. Well, Joe, what did you make of your team's performance today?
It feels like a little bit of a microcosm of the season in terms of, there was lots of things that you can certainly take forward and use on your journey this season to help us get out of this scrap that we're in. But also, you can't shoot yourself in the foot the way the boys have at key moments today. I know we're down to 10 men, in terms of Josh is going off with an injury, but that ball, has got to go into the stand. You've got to do the basics well. We find ourselves a goal down without really feeling any pressure. And then the second goal, I think, is an encapsulation of the season. Two players, for some bizarre reason, not communicating, going for one ball, which they had absolutely no need to do. And all of a sudden there's a gaping hole in our defence and we find ourselves 2-0 down and with a mountain to climb. But I think enormous credit should still go. In the midst of the defeat, we're all disappointed, but we kept plugging away, still kept trying to get back in the game, still kept fighting. I thought the subs who came on were superb, really lifted the performance. And if we show that spirit and endeavour, that'll take us a long way. I know it doesn't feel like that at this moment, the disappointment of defeat, and you have to take the positives out of that game. And for me, we iron out these individual errors, we can cause any team problems. If we don't, we're giving ourselves mountains to climb every week.
And that's the problem, isn't it? In that it's something that's happened long before your arrival at the Memorial Stadium. This is an issue that's kind of that's dragged the club down to where you are at the moment for a while now.
Yeah, and look, that's why we're here. I wouldn't be here if everything was going honky-dory and we were sitting near the top of the table. So you have to accept, the rough with the smooth. We're here to solve that, and I guarantee you, before my time's up at Rovers, that'll be dealt with, that'll be solved, and that's the only focus for me. It's about switching on for 90 plus minutes. We can't switch off for a millisecond, and in my short time here, even when we've been in the ascendancy and dominant in games, we have those lapses of concentration. So we need to iron that out, and the only way to do that, again, is on the training pitch with the daily standards, the culture that we build at the club, and that's the only way. Whatever's gone before has gone before. I don't know about that. I've got nothing to contribute about that. All I'm focused on is the future and getting us better. And as I say, we've got to start, games correctly, and we've got to stop shooting ourselves in the foot.
Yeah, and is that sort of consistent sort of drilling players, or is it working on mindsets and things like that? How do you manage to get to where you want to go in terms of ironing out those mistakes?
Well, it'll be personnel. Obviously, people keep making mistakes, then you have to give the lads who haven't been starting games the opportunity to show what they can do. And as I say, I thought Big Jonah done superb when he came on. Young Zane Walker did well. I thought Jack Baldwin did well when he came on, and obviously Ed Upson back into the team earlier than you would have expected, with Granty suffering with a ongoing kind of issue in and around his foot. So we've got a few bodies creaking, but nobody feels sorry for us. Nobody's going to come and help us out of it. It's the lads in that dressing room, and again, hard work on the training ground, and a collective desire to drag this team where we need to drag it to get enough points on the board to secure that League One status next year. And as I say, I've seen enough in my short time to know the ability we've got, but we've got to iron out those individual moments of madness that are costing the team.
Yeah, and then at the other end, there were lots of sort of good positions, and it's just that final third, that final ball to set up the real clear-cut chances that seem to be lacking a little today.
Yeah, look, you have to be very good when you come to a top of the table side and you're fighting for your life down the other end of the table. You can't make many mistakes, and if you do, you're reliant on a little bit of fortune in terms of them spurning chances. But you look at the way to play, and as I say, apart from those mad moments, they haven't really got us in a position where I've gone, okay, we're a million miles away from that team, and that is part of the frustration. They're not a bad team, but the league table suggests that otherwise. And again, the only way out of this is by fronting it up, by being absolutely openly honest as much as you can about where we're at, and dusting yourself down and getting ready for the next challenge. It starts again Tuesday night against Accrington Stanley, who are going well. And as I say, lads who've been in the team are going to give players opportunities who haven't been in the team based on, moments of madness that are costing us as a group.